Hi, welcome back to 5.3 Distance and Speed from Course 1A Singapore Math. So we begin here because I'm sure you've watched the content video. If not, please go ahead and watch that before. Question 1. Aubrey swims 450 meters in 5 minutes. So 450 meters is what? We are given distance and this is time. Find her swimming speed. So we are expected to find speed in meters per minute. And I'm sure you remember this triangle, right? So we say distance and here we say speed and time. So we are finding here speed. So speed equals to distance upon time. And the distance is 450 and time is 5, and this is meters per minute, right? So we don't need to do any conversion here, and we know that 5 times 9 is 45 and this 0 will come here, right? So 5 times 90 is 450 and hence the answer is 90 meters per minute. Very important to write your units. And question 1 is done. Question 2. A garden snail moves 1/6 foot, which means that's the distance, in 1/3 hour. So that's time. Find the speed of the snail feet per hour. So we know speed equals to distance upon time, and the distance is 1/6 foot divided by time is 1/3 hours, right? And then we say this is 1/6 and we inverse this fraction and this division becomes multiplication, right? So 3 times 2, which means this is half, and feet per hour, the units from here. Ready for the third? A vehicle traveled at a speed of 54 kilometers per hour. So that's the speed. Now we have speed given for 3 hours. Duration, basically, time is given, right? And we have to find distance. So distance from this triangle, again, I'm drawing here. That's distance, speed, and time. So distance is speed times time, right? So distance equals to speed times time. And the speed is 54 kilometers per hour and the time is 3 hours. So 54 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So 2 here, 1 carry. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. So that's 162 and the unit will be kilometers. And done. 3 questions already. Wow. A pigeon can fly at a speed of 84 kilometers per hour. So that's the speed. How long, which means we are supposed to find time. Does it take the pigeon to fly 7 kilometers? So that's the distance. Now again, because we are finding time, let me do it again here. Distance, speed, and time. So time is distance divided by speed. So let's write there. Time equals to distance upon speed. And what's the distance? 7 kilometers. And this is 84 kilometers per hour. And we know the times tables. 7 to 84 is what? Times? Yes, it is times 12. Okay, so we say that this is going to be 1 upon 12 and the unit will be hours. Okay, so 1/12 of an hour. And if you want it as minutes, you can convert it, but we're not asked to do that, right? But if we want to, let me just show you. Gaining knowledge is always good, right? So 1/12 of an hour. Hour is how many minutes? 60 minutes, right? So we say times 1 and times 5. So this is basically 5 minutes. Wow, pigeon can reach 7 kilometers in 5 minutes. Good. Ready for the next? Cameron walks home from school. So that's school and he walks home, right? At a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. So the speed is 5 kilometers per hour. He takes 12 minutes. So we are given time to reach home. What is the distance between his school and the home? So we have to find distance here, right? Hint, convert the time in minutes to hours because look here, the speed is given in kilometers per hour and the time is given as 12 minutes. The units are different, so whenever you have such situations where units are not same, you have to convert. And here they've already given you the hint. It says convert the time in minutes to hours. In the previous question here we did hour to minutes. Now here we have to convert minutes to hours. And how do we do that? Can you help me? We know 1 hour is 60 minutes, right? This is minutes and that's hour. And here we have 12 minutes. So from 60 to 12 is what? Divided by 5. So 1 hour. divided by 5. So that's 1/5 of an hour for this. Okay. So that's how you do that conversion. So let's use that now. So we have distance equals to speed times time, right? And the speed is 5 kilometers per hour and the time is 1/5 of an hour. We are using this, right? And this is very simple. 5 times 1, 5 times 1. So what are we left with? It's just 1. So the distance is 1 kilometer. That's it. And here comes question 6. Isabel ran from her home at a speed of 6 meters per second. Okay, so from home is 6 meters per second. That's the speed. The distance from her home was 756 meters. So the distance is also given to us. So here we have two parts. The first part says, how long did she take to run from her home to the beach? So that's basically we have to find time, and the time is distance upon speed, right? So distance is 756 meters and the speed is 6 meters per second. So both are meters, so we can do that. So let's do the division here. 756 divided by 6, that's ones. One remainder, we get 5 down, then 6 goes twice, that's 12. 3 and 6 comes down, and that's times 6. So the answer is 126 what? Minutes? No, this is seconds here. Okay. Part 2. If Isabel wants to take 18 seconds less, at what speed must she run? So we have to find the speed now. How much time? 18-second less, but from what? From this. So the time that she wants to take is 126 minus 18, and that is, you want to do it here, 126 minus 18. So we make this one is there, 16 minus 8 is 8, 11 minus 1 is 10. So 108 seconds. And we know the distance, right? From here, the distance has not changed, right? So that's 756 meters. Now we got to find the speed. Speed is distance upon time. So that's 756 upon 108. 100 times 7 is 700, and this 8 times 7 is 56. So this is going to be times 7. We can confirm here, 108 times 7. That's 56. 5 carry, that's 0. 5 comes down, and that's 7, right? So the answer is 7 meters per second. That should be her speed. If she wants to reduce her time, she got to increase her speed. And here comes the last question. Wow, only 7 questions. Adrian ran from his house to the park at a speed of 5 meters per second. So we have this speed. He then ran back from the park to his house at a speed of 6 meters per second. So from his house to the park, right? That's 5 meters per second. And back from the park to his house is 6 meters per second. Oh, you got a lot of energy. His speed increased. Good. The total time taken for Adrian to run the whole journey was 22 minutes. So the total time is 22 minutes. How many minutes did he take to run from his house to the park? So we got to find this here, time for this one individually, right? How do we do this? So, first and the foremost thing that we need to be mindful of is this. The time is in minutes here, the speed is meters per second. So, minutes and seconds. Remember one of the questions we had before? So, here we had hour and minutes, and we were told to convert here, right? That was the hint given to us. So the same thing here, we have to convert it. So let's convert this minutes into seconds. 22 minutes will be equal to 22 times 60 seconds, right? Because each minute has 60 seconds. So let's do the work here. 22 times 6, that's 12. 1 carry, 12 plus 1, 13. So that's going to be 1320. The 0 will come here, right? Seconds. So that's the total time. Now we have it in seconds, so we can continue with the work. So the total time 1320 equals to the first time, the distance that we have, we don't know, so we put d, and the speed, which is 5, plus d remains the same, right? The distance has not changed, it is still the same. The speed has changed, and that's why we put it here 6. Okay, now for us to do this addition, we need same denominators, and they are not. And 5 and 6 have nothing in common. Their LCM is going to be 30. I'm sure you know how to find LCM from previous chapters, right? So I'm directly taking LCM to be 30 over here. I'm not showing you the calculations. 1320 equals to. So it's basically the cross multiplication here. So we say this is 6D plus 5D, and 5 times 6 is 30. So that's 1320 equals to 11D upon 30. And now we do what? We say times 30 and times 30. So that means this 30 and this 30 will be out. So let's do the calculations here now. 132 times 3. That's 6, then 9 and 3. So we write 396 and these two zeros equals to 11D. And now the next step is going to be divide by 11 on both the sides. So let's do that calculation here. 396 divided by 11. I'm trying to use this different colors while doing the calculations, so it's easy for you to figure out. And colors help your brain too. 11 times 3 is 33. That gives us 6, and the 6 comes down, and 11 times 6 is 66. So this 11, 11 out, right? So we say D equals to 3, 6, and these two zeros. So that's the distance, okay, which is in meters. So that's first part we have done. And you must be like, but we're expected to find the time, not distance. But unless you know that distance, it's not possible for you to find the time. Now that you know the distance, you can find time. Because time equals to distance upon speed. So the distance is 3600 and the speed. So which speed should we use? We have to find the time he took to run from his house to the park. So the speed will be 5 over here. And we know this division is very easy, right? In 3, 5 want to go. In 36, it goes 7 times because that's 35. One remainder there. So that's 10. So 2 and the last 0 there. So the answer is 720 seconds, because they've said how many minutes, not the seconds, right? So 720 divided by 60, 0 out. 72 divided by 6 is 12. So it's 12 minutes. That's the final answer. So he took 12 minutes from his house to the park. Now, they've not asked you the second part, but the total time was 22 here, right? So this will be 10 minutes, because 12 is to go from his house to the park. So the remaining 10 minutes will be from the park to the house. That's it, and it's done. Not just this question, but the whole chapter. Yes, we just had 7 questions. That's good, right? Well, it's good because it's a short chapter. You may be thinking that, but not having enough questions to practice. So I suggest that you do more practice from extra practice that you have, reteach that you have. Do those exercises so that you have enough practice. And we shall meet soon in the content video for the next chapter. Keep watching and do enjoy math.